Hello friends, today is the long-awaited video. You have asked me many times and for a long time to make a video about the shadows of candles. In this video, we will cover all of this. Which shadows indicate a breakout, which shadows indicate a bounce, how to determine a breakout using shadows, and so on. This video will focus solely on theory. If you are interested in practice, I have a bunch of videos of my trading. Both online and offline, a lot of trading. It's all in the previous videos. Check them out. In most cases, I trade specifically using the shadows, and today I will only be explaining to you. So, let's get started. Let's consider the first little question. Let's say we have a resistance level here in the market. The price approaches it gradually and steadily like this over time. Then, shadows start to form on the candles in a consistent manner as expected. A bunch of shadows. Let me draw the bodies of the candles. So, you see this accumulation of shadows near the resistance level or support level. They can indicate the testing of a level, showing that the price is being pushed, for example, upwards, as in this case, and that the price wants to break through this level. They can also indicate a downward movement, and soon there should be a bounce. All of this can be indicated by the shadows. If someone doesn't know how shadows are formed and what shadows actually are, then watch. Let's say we have a candle that is moving upwards like this, reaching a resistance level that we have, for instance, for example, in this scenario, and then subsequently bouncing off of it, eventually, ultimately. This all happens within one candle. Then it goes down, and at the point where the price was, a shadow forms. From its movement, from the price movement. Here, for example, we have a green candle, and let me draw a similar red candle. Look, the formations seem to be completely identical, but the meaning of these movements is extremely different. For example, let me explain again the green candle. It went up like this, then bounced and went down. It closed right here. If we have a candle that closed with a green light, it means that the movement is directed upwards. That is, it is striving to go up. Now let's consider the red candle. The opening was, let's say, right here. The price went up, bounced, and then decreased slightly. This means it became lower than its opening price and changed its color to red. In other words, the price is being pulled down. If we can still consider a breakout on a green candle, it is not recommended to consider a breakout on a red candle. After a green candle, you need to see what will happen next with the price, while on a red candle, it is evident that the price is being pulled down, and it may continue to go down like this. So, this is already a good bounce. And let's say the same could happen with a candle going up, but from the support level. Here we have the shadow, and here we have the body. And this is a bullish candle. Therefore, it is also not recommended to consider a breakout of the support level with such a candle, as the price is already being pulled up. Let's examine all of this on the chart to see how it all happens. Besides the shadows, of course, we need to consider all movements, that is, the levels. We need to take into account the trends, the sizes of the candles, patterns, and so on. But it is the shadows of the candles that help the most in determining breakouts. Since I often enter on breakouts, I use them frequently. Let's take a look at this. For example, here we have a resistance level. I am drawing it. What are we generally observing here? We are observing an increase in our lows. This is on the hourly time frame. A small triangle is forming. We have the shadows right here. Here and here, a breakout of the level has already occurred. See, now we will examine all of this. So let me zoom in on the chart a bit. Here is where our breakout occurred. Let me mark all of this again. The resistance level. I'll draw it a bit clearer for you to understand. Like this, see, and look closely. Let me again mark the rising lows to create a much clearer and more detailed picture for you. Here we see a strong candle moving upward that approached the resistance level. After it, a pin bar formed. Following the pin bar, this kind of movement occurred. The price went down a little over the hour, then bounced back again, and a pin bar was formed once more. What does this tell us? Considering the rising lows and the confident green candle, such an uncertain red candle indicates that there is no desire to push the price down, suggesting that the price is aiming to move upward. After another pin bar, a decent bullish candle formed that engulfed the pin bar itself. A bullish engulfing pattern was created with two shadows at the bottom. Shadows at the bottom indicate that prices are being pushed higher. Considering our data and the fact that we have rising local minimum, the price has now entered the resistance level, and it is not bouncing off this area. That is, a tiny shadow has formed, which practically says nothing. If we compare the previous bounces, the price previously bounced quite sharply from this level. And there on the left, there is also a good bounce, which is also sharp. Here, the price has already entered the resistance level area. We have another pin bar forming. But now, after the pin bar, the price is not going down, meaning it is not bouncing off the support level. Instead, it continues to rise. A confident candle forms, closing at the point where the previous bounce occurred from the previous pin bar. I hope this is clear. So here it is. This candle served as confirmation that the level will break. And here we can already consider the breakout. In fact, I would consider the breakout. Right at this point, that is, I saw this candle formation and would already start entering on the breakout. But with this formation, considering all the conditions I discussed, this formation occurred within the resistance level itself, and the candle confirmed the presence of a breakout. And at the close of the hourly candle, right here, one could have confidently caught the upward momentum that essentially occurred. Note that before the breakout, our lows have decreased even further. In other words, this is how the price started to move. This happened right here, where the price was unable to reach the main support level and bounced a little earlier. These are all hints of a breakout. You notice all these details. Now let's look at the previous bounce that we have on the left. Let me zoom in. This is the same resistance level that we broke through, and here we have a bounce. Here, there is basically the same thing, the same shadow. So what is the difference? The difference is in this candle. So, if you see that after a strong bounce from the resistance level or the support level, a large shadow forms, and you notice that the next candle is not very confident, it could be a pin bar or a formation like this, then you need to watch what happens next. Let's say that a breakout cannot be determined solely from this formation. Yes, this formation could indicate a breakout, but only if the next candle moved upward like this. Then it would be a breakout. But, as we can see, the next candle went down and an engulfing pattern was formed. And this already indicates a bounce. Therefore, it is essential to wait, firstly, for the closing of the candles to determine these movements based on the shadows, and secondly, to wait for some confirmations from the following candles. I hope this is all clear. Look, also during a breakout, I have often noticed that such a formation can occur. Let me quickly draw this. Here we have a bullish candle with a shadow on top, with a huge shadow. Next, the opening of the candle simply occurred like this. Again, another candle is formed with a large shadow on top. Next, the price moves like this, meaning a confident candle is forming in an upward direction. Here we have a resistance level, where bounces frequently occur, and this candle clearly indicates a significant breakout of the resistance level. Considering this information and the fact that the lows are once again increasing, let's remember the correct signs of a breakout. This is the increase of our lows, or a decrease, testing the level meaning the level must be tested. The more frequently a level is tested, the higher the probability of a breakout. These shadows indicate the testing of a level. After the testing, a confident candle appears, confirming the presence of a breakout. If we have a candle that closes confidently where there were sharp bounces in the same place, then this is a very good sign of a breakout. Confidently means without shadows. Such a clear, strong movement. Let's say we have uncertain candles here, and these are confident ones. So, here is a good formation for breaking the resistance level. Let me draw another one that we just analyzed basically. Here we have a bullish candle with a shadow on top. A pin bar forms here. And then again, a confident bullish candle forms, moving like this. Here is the resistance level. This is also a good formation for a breakout. And again, there is a confirming factor here. Make sure to wait for the candle to close, because if you enter before the candle closes, it might form something like this, in this way, and there will be a large shadow left. So, make sure to wait for the candle to close. This applies, guys, to absolutely all time frames. Right now, I'm looking at this on the hourly time frame, but let's switch to, say, the minute time frame. It will be absolutely the same there. Of course, it will be a bit sharper, a bit more. It's more impulsive. All of this will happen. For example, I can already see it now. Look, here is our level. Here we see a bullish candle with a shadow on top, then a pin bar, followed by a strong candle and a breakout. This is a reminder. It works on a 1-minute time frame. All of this works on any time frames. Use it. You can enter on the 1-minute time frame, for example, for 3 minutes, on the hourly for 3 hours, and so on. Whatever is better for you, more comfortable for you. Don't confuse this information. Let me erase all of this. Don't confuse this formation with this one. Note that this candle has no shadow on top, while this one does. Pay very careful attention to the smallest details and avoid making important mistakes. Here, for example, after breaking through this resistance level, I encountered the next local level, which is located right here. And again, the same thing formed. Upper shadow, pin bar, confident candle, and further upward movement. So, whether it's on breakouts or bounces, there always needs to be some confirming fact. We need some kind of candle formation that will confirm the presence of movement. And if you want, I can create more content on this topic about patterns, the potential for price movement, and similar subjects. About these shadows and candle formations. Comment and I'll do it. This is my video. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like this video. If this video was helpful to you, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click the bell so you don't miss the next useful videos. Wishing everyone all the best, wishing everyone profit, and goodbye to all.